Welcome to Mona's tutorial. My today's topic is Introduction to Trigonometry, which is chapter 8 of class 10 mathematics NCERT book. Through these videos, I am going to explain basic concept of trigonometry, examples, each and every questions of exercise and the questions of last year question papers. Now let's start the video. The word trigonometry, it is derived from a Greek word where tri means tree, gon means side and metri means the measurement. So in simple language we can say that it is a measurement of triangle. So in case of trigonometry, the triangle that we will use is a right triangle. Means this one. One side must be 90 degree. So I think after this small introduction, we got a rough sketch that we have to deal here with the sides angle of a right triangle. Now the question arises that what is the use of trigonometry? Why we are studying this trigonometry? So here it is. Let us consider a building and a person standing out here, and this person is looking at the top of the building. Now we can imagine a right triangle here which will form 90 degree out here. Now if we know the distance between these 2 points, then by using trigonometry we can find the height of the building without even measuring it. Or if we know the height of the building, then with the help of trigonometry we can find the distance between these two. Or if we know the height of the building and distance between these two, then with the help of trigonometry we can find the height of the person. So it is the main concept. Because of this only the trigonometry is used. So what happened in the earlier, or we can say the early astronomers, they used to measure the distance of planet and the stars from Earth by using this method. And now also, even now, so many technology, the advanced method using engineering and the physical sciences based on trigonometrical concept. I think from this small introduction and the uses, we came to know that what we are going to deal with. So let's go to the chapter. Now the chapter number 8, that is introduction to trigonometry, it is totally based on, or we can say totally focus on two things. One is trigonometric ratio and other is trigonometric identities. But before knowing any one of this, our concept on right triangle it should be clear. So as we know that three sides of a right triangles are having their names. One will be perpendicular, base, and the last one will be the hypotenuse. So it's our duty to know which side is perpendicular, which is base, and which is the hypotenuse. Now let us consider example, or let us totally focus on this example. See, here I have written two lines, right angle at B and second one is angle at theta. My main aim, or we can say my main focus is that whenever we will start discussing the exercise, or we can say when we'll start solving the examples, then we will go through this line, we will see this line, and at that point we should know that what this line means. In some cases in right triangle the names of this angle, or you can say the points, are already given, so in that case we don't have any problem. But in some cases we are just given these lines, we have to give name to this right triangle. In that case, see the first line, what it means, that right angle at B. I think from the figure onwards we came to know that it is totally means this point is having the 90 degree. So obviously this point will be B. Now second line is angle is equal to theta. Now the question is that what it means that angle is equal to theta. See, we are having 2 points. Now we can consider any point as theta. For example, let us consider this as theta. And we consider this as A. So as AB, now we can name it as C. Whatever we want, we can name anything. It is not mandatory that we have to name it C only. We can name anything here. So let us consider this as theta. Now with the help of this theta, or we can say the angle that are given to us to consider. In question it will be given to us that which angle we have to consider. Now in this example we are considering angle A. So in behalf of angle A, this side, the side totally opposite to this angle theta will be the perpendicular. Okay, now the side that is adjacent to angle A and to this side will be the base, and this it will be the hypotenuse. As we know, this hypotenuse is going to be the longest side. Now let's consider the second figure. Here it is given the right angle at A. It means this angle. This means this one. When we will see this, we came to know that this will be a 90 degree. So it's going to be A. Now angle B is equal to theta. We can consider either this one as theta or this one as theta. Now let's consider this one as theta. So this will be B and this will be anything, so name it as C. So in this case, see this side, it is totally opposite to this. So this side will be the perpendicular. And the side, it is adjacent to this and this one. Or we can say that on which line this perpendicular is lying or perpendicular is standing. See, this is the line, this is adjacent to this point, and we can say that this side or this perpendicular is lying on this one. So this will be the base. Now let us consider one more example so that our concept get totally clear. Now let us consider this one, and let us assume that we have been asked two questions, that find sides on behalf of angle A, and second one is find sides on behalf of angle B. Now let us consider first this one. So I think from the figure onwards we came to know one thing, that this will be 90 degree. So as angle A is given and angle B is already given, so we can't name it A or B. Let's name it as C. So let it is right angle at C. Now for first one, what is given? It find the sides on behalf of angle A. Now let us consider this as angle A. Okay, this is theta, this is A. We can consider any one of this, but just for example I have considered this one. So on behalf of this one, as we know, this is totally opposite. This line is totally opposite to A. So for A, perpendicular, this one, perpendicular will be CB. So as this is perpendicular and this line, it is adjacent to angle A, and this perpendicular is standing on this line. So base will be AC. Now this side is left and we know this is the longest side. So hypotenuse will be AB. Okay, we consider this one as theta. So on behalf of this one, this side is totally opposite to theta. So this side become the perpendicular. This side, it is adjacent to angle A, and this perpendicular is standing on this line. So it is the base. Then third one is, the third side is left and it is the longest side. So it's become the hypotenuse. Okay, so this one, this naming was based on angle A. On behalf of angle A, we have named this one. Now on behalf of angle B, now this one will be angle B. Now let angle B be alpha. So on behalf of alpha, we have to find the sides. See, on behalf of alpha, this side is totally opposite to alpha. So perpendicular so here perpendicular will be AC. On behalf of angle B, perpendicular will be AC. Now see, this perpendicular is lying on this line and this line is adjacent to this. Means if we consider B, two lines are adjacent. One is this one and other one is this one. But on this line only, this perpendicular is standing. So we will consider this as the base. So base will be BC. BC or CB, anything, base. And the side left is AB and this is the longest side. So it will be AB. So AB will be the hypotenuse. So we have to consider the sides, or we have to name the sides on behalf of the angle that we are asked to consider. That will be asked in the question paper. So when that will be asked on the questions. So on behalf of the question only we have to consider the angle, and on behalf of that angle we have to name the sides. So naming the sides is very important in trigonometry, because when we will go to the trigonometric ratio, on behalf of that angle only we have to name it. I think you got a rough idea on how to name the sides. When you start solving the examples, your concept will be totally clear. So my next video will be on trigonometric ratio. I will tell you what are the trigonometric ratios, how to find it, the concept, and what is the main use of that. So don't miss my next video. If you think the video was profitable, like, share, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click on the bell icon. Thank you.